This is Mike Dorset. I am primarily art and sound design at In Denial Studios, and today I kind of felt like going through a trip down memory lane. So I'm showing the first project I put onto the internet, dated according to the last modified on this 5/2/1999. And there's kind of a funny little story. I just wanted to share this because I thought it was stupid and funny, but when back in '99, I used to follow this site, DMG Ice, because I pretty much lived off my Game Boy. I was perma-grounded from games. That little thing was hidden away, making sure that I at least got like portable Diet Coke iterations of the games I wanted to play. But I read on there was this awesome RPG coming out and what really blew my mind was this was done by a high schooler. Like, it dawned on me, that light bulb went off in my head that holy crap, we don't just have to play it, we can actually make it ourselves. So I had made games for HyperCard and stuff years prior, but this was what made me say I'm going to get something out that other people can play. I immediately ran out after I found out that you could make your own game. You code your own ROM. I got this C++ in 21 days book, could not even get Hello World to run. So I was like, how are you ever going to make a game? I'm like going into high school. I'm thinking if I don't make a game, I'm going to be stuck doing this for the next 4 years because that .com thing didn't seem to go so well. That's another story. But all the pieces started to connect when I saw this.
Attention, residents of the Globe community.
You're thinking, how do you get something from your head to people's hands? How do you get them to play?
Swing on by the Globe's online horoscope
And
to find out
something about the marketing, I had some shit on GeoCities. I had a Twisted Metal fan site, I had a Kirby fan site. If there was a game series I liked, I made a fan site for it on GeoCities, but this was pretty much the first socially geared web sharing service. And I decided I know at least HTML. We're gonna listen to the demo soundtrack for something I was working with Uwe Boll on for a little bit in the mid 2000s. Got one track working, but these are the cuts that didn't really find a home. Oh god, that's loud. Check my audio settings, make sure it's fine. God, we've rated this game teen because there are a few words here and there that, God, I am such a fucking... I must have been 15 when I did this goddamn thing. Yes, that's correct. You're in the realm of eternity. This will be one of the best online RPGs of all time. Yeah, look, this is so bad. But it's so much fun when you're a kid. And you have the ability to just form a world in your head. You're like, yes, I'm going to do it. Even though I've never beat a Final Fantasy, I'm going to make my own. A world that mirrors our own. I'm sorry, I'm just lost in the stupidity of my own 15-year-old self. Earth days are 32 hours, and a war is being fought over a crystal. Jade, Blade Clan, what the hell? Crystals, okay, I remember this. There is a witch called Syria that is guarding a crystal, and I named her Syria after 8th grade history lesson, and I thought the continent of Syria was cool. It does not conjure up, happy thoughts now. Pack of Warriors is Dragon. See, basically what I did was, if I could not make an actual game, like click and play was just around the corner, but Final Fantasy 1 sprites, put the keys into the hover cycle. Why do I have a hover cycle? This is pretty much the degree of interactivity we're going to have on this. We're going to be presented with directions to go. Excuse me, I must play DJ. Let's choose a direction. Yes, this is still that Uwe Boll thing. Alright. Aha. So what I did was, these are actually my friends in real life, Jason and DJ. Jason had Sega Genesis and like every game, and DJ like fire. So those were my activities. All right. At that moment, Marina. See, what this is really just me being so enamored with Phantasy Star 4 at the time. That's my favorite RPG, and I've yet to beat it because there's this certain part halfway through where you're forced to go from level 20 whatever to grind all the way up to level 60 whatever, and that's for another video. That's on my bucket list right next to Ninja Gaiden. This writing is very sophomoric. Pardon me, this is taking hard to settle in, seeing this mirror of a... God, 1999. Oh, there was me. There was my self-insert. Yeah, I was the brown Final Fantasy character. Alright, so... Obviously, I did read a lot of Choose Your Own Adventure. I obviously can't remember a single title to name. I even cheated at You Choose Your Own Adventure. I would stick in so much crap in between the pages so I wouldn't have to read everything again, because I was really bad at, I guess, saving in novel form. God, what is this? Okay, let's see what the meat of the story is, because I loaded this up a week or two ago with the missus, and we just could not make heads or tails of the lore I was trying to put into this world. Let's see. Maybe it'll be less stupid if I read it this time. The Earth was created eons ago by a being known as Gaia. Existing as the higher being, Gaia has an incredible amount of strength and power. Yeah, okay, so she's God. So much power, as a matter of fact, that Gaia can't keep it in her own body at once. Gaia infused her main power in a crystal known as the Gaia Crystal. Fair enough. There is more power in that crystal than Gaia has in her entire body at this point. Okay, this is the part that I was stuck on forever and was trying to decipher. Alright, so let's decipher this. There's more power in the crystal than Gaia has in her entire body at this point. I think what I was trying to say was she was so powerful, all this power, like Gaia's God and all, but Gaia can keep like 10% of the world's power in her at one point, and the other 90% has to go somewhere else so she doesn't like ethereally explode, I guess. So to protect the crystal from evil, Gaia created the first living being made solely to protect the crystal. So to guard this rogue crystal, Gaia, God, whatever, made a pink, orange, purple haired, I don't know where I got orange from, guardian of the crystal. Main objective of your mission is to this is so stupid. I'm losing focus reading it because it's so stupid as I read it. But basically what we have to do is go get the crystal, I guess? Because we're worried about it falling into the wrong hands? I think? Okay, it's not going to be a simple task of getting an object from a guardian. 3 objects are needed to defeat her. You will have to search for the Rune of Fire, the Rune of Water, the Rune of Earth. The only object I know the location of is the Rune of Fire. It is in the town of Saladia. Okay. You must hurry before the Blade Clan gets a hold of it. So we get in our hover cycles and go... By the way, we're like in some desert for some fucking reason. Like, we woke up, we got out of our tent, we were camping in the desert. When there's these towns and kingdoms nearby, why wouldn't we be at these towns? So, I guess with my awesome formatting, we're choosing northwest, east, or south of this place. Hours later, I don't see any sign of civilization for miles. I say south, going blah blah. I think this is my HTML file saying you chose the wrong direction. Yeah, so try again. But thanks to my genius programming, the other choices are all highlight to go back to. And there's no soundtrack on this, and I don't want to play the Final Fantasy MIDIs that I embedded in it back in '99. Alright, here's a good, let's dance and kill. Party encountered Sandworm. Sandworm startles party, Sandworm attacks first, Sandworm attacks party, See, I had to give it minus hit points to the whole party, because it's HTML and choose your own adventure. I can't be splitting this up among 4 people. I just have to have like a train of you failed, you wasn't gonna stop me though. It's like I said, next summer. Next summer I'll learn C, and this is just like the demo of what I want to make. Well, I don't know what any of my attacks are. I don't know what any of my attacks do. I guess Jason will attack. So, okay, we're catching up in media res to where that previous log of text, I guess, was going to. So, I guess we defeated the sandworm. Thank God we didn't have to head back if we died. Alright. So, I guess we're continuing to wander around this desert, or hover cycle through the desert. Or we're just realizing now that we're in sandworm mating season. It's like, this really is just Phantasy Star 4 with Final Fantasy sprites thrown on it. But you know what? Everyone needs to start somewhere. So, we gotta get the Rune of Fire. And we gotta talk to some of the people in the town. Excuse me, we were wondering if you could see, I guess, I see now I just had inside the building. That is so I don't have to talk about different buildings, and if you go in the wrong building, it's always going to go back to that building. So point C is where I have to go. Like, look at this. I just grabbed a screenshot because I said fuck it, of Final Fantasy 1, and just put letters on it. But you know what? My design as a kid, just like A, B, I could have done UI as a kid. So you go on the end and get some information. This is such a stupid story. I love it. Okay, we need a Rune of Fire. Okay, so the innkeeper I didn't even make a sprite for goes, you want to release Genocide. Genocide was a demon. He was banned from hell. Stop. The missus is laughing. He was banned from hell after he tried to defeat the devil in order to steal his power and become the supreme being of the underworld. Being banished Genocide had no choice but to come up the earth. That is some massive janglish of zero wing proportions. Being banished Genocide had no choice but to come up the earth. I am using that in a future game. He began wreaking havoc and mayhem everywhere. About 300 years ago, a group of fires like blah 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 your Final Fantasy again. Okay, so we go out of the inn. We gotta find this Genocide demon that has a statue, that has a Rune of Fire on his head, so he stays a stone demon and doesn't come back to life and kill anybody. And I don't believe it. So apparently I take off the rune, and we magically gained a level. And now we're supposed to be entering a boss battle. Hold on, let me put on that Resident Evil Laser Corridor ripoff music again. Yeah, that was the motivation, or the inspiration behind this. I'm like, I'm not Manson, but I really like that Laser Corridor music. I wonder if I could do something like it. Alright. And as you can tell, this is just the Final Fantasy 1 basic imp. MS Painted Gray. God, I love MS Paint. Alright. So, I think there's even like 2 branching paths in this one, so this will be a hoot. Alright. So, DJ uses Fire 1, which takes 10 hit points to Genocide. Genocide attacks, minus H3 hit points attack. So, apparently that's step 1 of the good tree, which will get me there. Alright. Jason attacks, like, I don't know who does what, but apparently I think each one of us had like a wind, fire, earth thing going. Jason uses Lit 1, Genocide uses Reflect, Jason's struck by his own bolt, minus H3 to party. So I guess that means paralyzed. Well, I rule, so I'll attack. I haven't done anything yet, but I think I just heal, which sends you back earlier in the list of... Yeah, the whole goddamn thing just restarts is all it does, I think. Genocide attacks, HP, I use heal 1, Genocide uses heal 1, we're all back to 0. We could go to Jason attacking. And the dog just knocked the cord out. God damn it. Alright. Jason attack. Jason deflect. Jason attack was on bolt. I'll use Marina attacks. You know, I know there was a winning condition. It was not that one. We're gonna pretend we save, which I would intend it as being bookmarks. I think it's dependent on... I don't think I coded this right. You know, I'm so cheating, I'm just looking up the raw HTML file of that real quick. Jason attack. Jason deflect. Jason attack was on bolt. I'll use Marina attacks. You know, I know there was a winning condition. It was not that one. We're gonna pretend we save, which I would intend it as being bookmarks. I think it's dependent on... I don't think I coded this right. You know, I'm so cheating, I'm just looking up the raw HTML file of that real quick. Alright, we totally kicked that demon's ass. I really didn't want to go checking broken links for 10 minutes. So we're gonna pretend that we just epically killed a Final Fantasy 1 recolor. As you can see, this was when I started learning my skill of fanime. Okay, so here we're gonna get some skinny on what's going on with Gaia and this witch Syria. I felt a disturbance among the sacred runes. So did I. That's what I signaled for you. Mike just yanked him off the head of that one demon to give him in place. He's going around fucking up shit, like usual. Okay, so apparently this witch has been guarding, but she's never known why she's guarding, so we're gonna give some exposition here. Well, the earth is made up of 4 elements: fire, air, water, and earth. All my power is not in the crystal. The powers of the elements rest in those 4 runes. When I made my crystal to hold some of my power... Pardon me, DJing at the same time. I have to find a place for these fucking tracks somewhere, and if it's in this goddamn video, I'll do it. There we go. I made a crystal to hold some of my power. I need a protector to keep it safe. I took the power from each of the 4 runes and a little from the crystal and created... Jesus. The problem is, you draw your life and power from the 4 runes. If all 4 of the runes are destroyed, then you'd be gone to... We're not destroying the runes. Why did you have this bad contingency backup plan? Oh, and I think this was as far as I made it anyway. I don't think I coded beyond this. I thought that was very interesting to show because, like, I had made games before. What really kicked me off my ass to say I'm going to get something out people can play was Tomm Hulett from this fucking game. And I had no idea it was him. And if anyone can tell you, I'm a fanboy comes pretty close to explaining how I felt about Silent Hill, but it just seems like so poetic. Like, really, that dude is what made me say I can fucking make this, and I haven't stopped. I got other games I'm going to be showing that I've made, but it's just kind of fun to get them out there, and laugh at how juvenile they can be, but there's still like a magic in them. I totally remember when you have that pen and paper in your hand, you can actually make it real. It's fucking amazing. All right, I think that's a cool video. This has been Mike Dorsett from In Denial Studios, art and sound design guru.